Okay.
Oh.
Oh no. One second, this would be common sense. What the fuck?
In fairness, I did tell you to lay this out like a day earlier. I don't know why you waited.
That's true.
You,
well.
Regardless, well, I guess we'll see what happens.
Yep.
Just to be clear for those people watching later, I will not be discussing during this discussion. This will just be Devil and I believe that's the Schneider.
Yeah, it's Ken.
Well, I know who it is, but I'm not gonna call him by like his name. That's not Discord. So that's why I'll be quiet for everything as soon as the man jumps in. I would like to point out they were actually ready about 15 minutes ago. Okay, this is actually harder to show on Discord screen. If you watch this later, like these are fine. These show up just fine on the Discord screen. But they were actually ready earlier, so I wonder what happened.
I'm wondering if their recording service may have ran out.
It's entirely possible. These recording softwares can be a little like buggy. Did the Blue ever mention what he uses specifically?
No.
If you use OBS, you can also run the problems too, and OBS is like the best one to work with.
Ah.
Well, I mean, so Streamlabs isn't bad, but OBS is kind of the one everyone uses. He might be using Bandicam. Well, no. All right.
Hello?
Hello. Yeah, I'm Devil Must Die.
Yeah, how's it going?
Okay. So, for starters, I want to say Devil is going to be recording this conversation as well. You agree that that's fine? That's fine, right?
Yeah, for the record, Zim will also be recording, or Zimatorn
Yes.
will also be recording as well.
Yes. Perfectly fine. And for the recording, we agree that this conversation is about the Pinnacle of Combat scans, right?
Well, it's going into detail about the Pinnacle of Combat scans, addressing any and all complaints with the scans, as well as being able to verify the source from the scans, which I can provide.
Yeah, sure. That's fine. Whatever. If you think that's fine. Okay. So yeah, the discussion is gonna be about like verifying the scans, any issues we may have with the scans. I believe you guys are gonna try to either refute it or like make a good case for to feed us the right information. Okay. You want to inform us, right? That's what you want to do.
Yeah, it's to inform you guys of where they come from.
Okay.
That yes, they are not fake. They do exist. They're from the game.
Sure. That's fine. We can start the conversation whenever you guys feel like ready. Both are already recording, right? You guys can verify that?
Yeah, just send yes in the POC discussions. Okay.
Okay, that's perfectly fine then. Okay.
Is the blue recording?
You want me to start? Okay. Or you want to start?
For starters, you are aware Pinnacle of Combat does have 3 different builds, correct?
3 different what?
Builds.
3 different builds?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, I've been told that. Yeah.
Okay. There is the Tap build, which is on their website. There is the Bilibili build, which is on Bilibili streaming service, which is a Chinese app for streaming and App Store. It combines basically Twitter and YouTube, which is very interesting.
Uh-huh.
I can grab this.
Yeah, you can continue. Also, yeah, show evidence for that too. Okay.
All the skins that you've seen that you have questions about, they come from the Bilibili build of the game.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. You can continue.
All right. So the skins that you had questions about, which are Pluto one.
Yeah, that Pluto one. Like, bring any of the scans that conveniently wank the verse. Yeah, any of those. I think.
Well, they don't. I think conveniently wank it. They just provide clarification as to what's going on.
Sure. Yes, those. Any of those. So, to be clear, right, you're claiming that the game has 2 different versions of it, right?
Well, 3 different builds, yes.
3 different builds for the game. And is there ever stated that something changes from game to game?
No, but it's showcased that they do. For instance, I have
like in what way? Like in what way is it showcased?
So there are actual items in game that differ from build to build.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Like menu items.
Okay. There are items in the game that differ from build to build.
Mm-hmm. Yep, so that's why it's
items like what? Items like what?
Menu and login. They're unique.
Okay. So you're showing me a video? That will make sure to pause. Make sure to click on that video and show me. Okay. What does the scan say? What does the first scan say?
This is for the 9th dimensional.
That's for
statement.
The 9th dimensional.
Yes.
Yeah, it's for the 9th dimensional.
Statement as well as gameplay. Right after the loading screen. I am grabbing the Pluto one at the moment, which actually goes in depth and showcases exactly all of these.
Yeah. Are you aware that all of these scans, all of these videos that you're showing me, all of them could very well be edited, right?
They're streamed via BlueStacks, and we would need evidence to suggest that there's been tampering with it.
Oh yeah. I do have evidence to suggest that there's tampering with it. Okay. I'll post it right now.
Where all these scans come from.
Okay. Can you guys scroll up a little bit, especially from the Pluto immeasurable speed thing?
Listed 2 different scans, and they come from 2 different areas of the game.
Yeah. I don't really care about that. So, don't you notice? Yeah. Okay. Don't you notice a difference between the scans?
The scans that you've clicked on, this 9th dimensional statement that you clicked on, you do realize that scan and that boss fight are not done in the missions for the playthrough, correct?
that I'm aware. I don't think that's relevant at all to what I'm saying.
It is relevant.
You're not understanding. Because
No.
the problem you have a problem. You're having a problem of understanding because you're not understanding my claim actually. Because you think I'm arguing right now whether or not the scans. You think my argument is that whether or not like I accept that there's like differentiation between the games and shit. But my claim is that the program in itself is different for both scans. Like it's not even the same.
The font is the same, yes.
Yeah, the font is the same. Don't you think that can be edited too?
No, you would have to, and also those scans came out after 3 months of the game's release.
Which ones? What?
The scans that I'm showing you, they've been around since 3 months since the game's release.
Yeah, that doesn't matter. Scans can be fake from whatever time. I don't care. I don't. You do not realize that all of you're saying, like I can literally justify like in any possible way. All of like the justifications you're trying to give it to say that they can potentially be like real. I can use like make an equally like valid argument for why they can be potentially fake as well. Well, on the other hand,
evidence suggest that though. You would need evidence to suggest that.
Okay. I'm gonna lay it down for you like this. The only evidence, or evidence, quote unquote, that you have to say that the scans are real is that there are different versions of the game. However, you do not know the specifics of what exactly each. You don't know the specifics as to whether or not the scans or the loading screens change between game to game. That's completely no. Do you know that? Is that stated?
The mission statements for the playthroughs are 100% going to be the same. However, the only times these scans will
okay. I want to make sure that claim is on the air. Like you're saying,
will change is when you're playing challenges.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's fine. So, but you agree that the scans are going to 100% be the same?
Yes, for missions, for playthrough story missions. Yes.
Okay. For games. Okay. So you're telling me that for challenges, they're going to change the entire setup of the scans, how they're made and shit?
For events and challenges, the scans will be different. Yes. It will be different.
Can you prove that?
The videos I have listed show this.
Okay, you're going circular already, because I'm telling you, I already told you that those videos could be fake. Basically, you're assuming what you're doing is a form of circular reasoning. Wait, let me finish. So what you're doing right now is a form of circular reasoning. I'm telling you to justify the scans being real by giving me evidence for why they're real, and your justification is that, oh yes, they are real because they're real, because you're literally saying like, oh yeah, they're real because I need evidence for you to say they're fake when you haven't even justified them being real in the first place. I'm telling you, this could be fake. A video could be fake. That's literally circular reasoning. You're literally just saying they're real because they are real. You're also trying to justify, you're also trying to justify them being like the game changing by saying, oh yeah, I'm showing you this video, it's 100% real, but you're just like applying circular reasoning because you're trying to prove they're real in the first place, and your justification is that they are real. That's your only claim.
Different modes to the game. You only thought that the scans would appear during the playthrough.
Yes,
they don't.
Yes. Whatever. Yeah,
and I provided clarification for you, and
that's fine, bro.
For that is to attack that.
There can be different modes for the game. That doesn't at all
show up in the different mode.
Yes. I'm not saying they're not different modes for the game, and that the games don't have like a different different game forms or something. What I'm trying to make you prove right now is that the scans or the game modes are changing. The game modes, like the entire setup or how the scans look, changes depending on the whether or not you're playing one version on the other. Like, because the scans come from the these
scans I'm showing you come from the Billy build of the game.
Okay. I want you to give me a statement, because I want you to give me a statement. I want you to give me a statement or any confirmation confirming that the entire setup of how the scans look, or how the scans are gonna look, and how like the text is gonna be programmed is gonna change solely based on like different like game versions. I want you to prove that. If you cannot prove that, I already provide evidence for why the scans are. The blue can scroll up and show how I provided the evidence for how the scans literally don't match.
Missions, right?
Are you saying
your scans come from the missions of the game?
Repeat that. Sorry.
Your scans and statements that you're attacking are pretty much using the same build of the game that I'm
Yeah, that's
showcasing.
fine. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
It's the Billy build of the game. You're
That's fine.
using mission statements,
Mhm.
attack events, and
Yeah.
challenge statements.
You do realize me using a different version does not at all justify that your scans are justified at
I'm
all. Right?
telling you, you're using the same build.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. You have to prove that that the scans are going to change depending on build. You have to give me evidence for why they're going to change.
It's changing on the challenge runs, not through the mission.
No. I want you to give me a video is not going to prove it for me because videos can be edited. You don't understand that?
I have the word of RK Revolt,
Who's that?
a DMC gamer and diehard fan of the series,
You have his word. Why is his word any valid?
because he has over 400 hours invested in the pinnacle of combat.
I don't think that justifies his word being valid about this subject now. Why? Can you justify his word being valid?
Yeah.
Okay.
I have
Do
a
it right now. Justify his word being valid. Because I can literally show. Listen, I can literally show. I'm gonna post them again. Okay. Copy. I can literally show how the scans literally change. Like the scan that I can actually find within the game. I can just go to any YouTube. I can go to any YouTube video of this specific part of the game, the Pluto part, whatever. Even if it's in one version of the game, whatever. It just shows that between the scans that I can find within the game, or the scans that I'm arguing for, are the real ones. There's a big difference in between how they're programmed within. No. Let me finish. And there's a difference between. There's a clear difference between them. In the sense that they're both programmed in a different way. You can literally see the difference between the lengths between where the art ends and the text begins. You can see it's like 1.2 centimeters, and for the fake one, or the one I'm arguing is fake, is 0.9 centimeters, right? So there's obviously a difference in programming. You can clearly see it. So unless you can prove to me beyond you saying, "Oh, here it is in the video," when I already told you that a video can be faked, instead of doing that. I want you to actually justify the scans being different across game versions. I want you to justify that. That's what I'm trying to make you prove.
This isn't a difference between game variants, as I've already stated. It's a difference between game modes.
Okay. Show me the scans change between game modes. Then show me that. Not that there's a different message, nothing like that. Show me the scans change in programming, like the distance between the art and the text itself. Show me that changing between game modes. I want to show me that. Not show me that it happens, because you can just show me a fake scan saying like, "Oh yeah, it is real." No, I want you a statement. I want you to show me a statement confirming that they change based on game mode. That's what I want. If you just
from a developer,
from a developer of the game, sure. From a developer of the game.
Yeah, I have been trying to get a hold of them regarding that, and to also look into this.
Mm-hmm.
It's been on hiatus because they just let go of a lot of people.
Mm-hmm. So you don't have a confirmation saying that the way the scans are programmed changes between game modes. Is that what you're saying? Devil? Is that what you're saying?
Do what?
Is that what you're saying? That you don't have a confirmation outside of circular reasoning that these scans change between game mode, like the programming of the scans itself is going to change between game modes? Do you have a justification for that other than circular reasoning, as I pointed out already?
I've shown to you. I have the screenshots of the ones that have been sent to me.
Bro, you don't understand that you're trying to justify a scan not being fake by showing me a scan, bro.
I'm showing you a video
That's
where
literally.
the user
I
goes
already
in
told you that a video
and
can be edited, bro.
their menus are already different font sized than the other. It's going to look a little off.
He's gonna look at. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Like, elaborate on that.
Settings.
Elaborate on that.
Settings for font sizes for items and such to read it better.
They're better. Do you have a statement for that? Do you have a statement for that happening in the game? Because listen, if you post a scan saying this scan is evidence, that they change font size. They change font size and how this scan itself is programmed within the loading screen. Then you're just applying circular reasoning because you're just saying the scan is real because it is real. You're saying like you're showing me a scan again and again. Scans I'm questioning them being real in the first place, and you're just showing me the scan as if it was real in the first place. Like you're asserting the scan is real to prove it is real. That's literally circular reasoning, bro. That's flawed. So, outside from videos that can be faked and edited, I want you to show me statements or some confirmation from somebody else that the scan's programming can change between game modes.
I'd say Red Reaper has been uploading everything to YouTube.
He has been
And-
uploading them to YouTube. I don't care about what he's gonna do with the scans. Like he's close to you guys. I don't.
That's actually not true that he's close to us. He has only known us for a little bit longer than you.
I don't even understand. I don't even understand why how long he has been knowing you is even relevant. But yeah, sure. Him posting scans. What is so good about the scans that he posted to YouTube, or like the game he posted to YouTube? What is so good
So
about it?
him going through the Billy variant and uploading it to YouTube, when he gets to the point where the challenges will be available to him, he'll be able to go through those and live stream those, so everyone will be able to see these scans.
Has he gone through it already?
Change. He hasn't reached that point yet in the
He
game.
hasn't done it. Okay, so you're just like arguing from the possibility that he does it, and he actually finds them. You're just like asserting that the scans are real within that version, and he's gonna be able to show me without actually knowing if it's gonna be the case. You're just saying like, oh, he's gonna do it in the future. They're possibly real. That's an appeal to possibility. That is not valid argumentation at all. That doesn't validate your stance at all. No.
That you sent and the scans that you've grabbed are all from a user who doesn't have their account anymore and never did any challenge runs. So therefore, you're only
I don't
basing.
mind. I don't care about that, bro. Because that's not even the word. Because that's not even the claim that I'm trying to. That's not even the claim that I'm trying to justify, bro. I'm not saying that they are the same game modes. I'm saying that there's obviously differences between the scans. That there's programming difference between them, and unless you can justify that programming difference with actual evidence, I'm just saying that this justifies my skepticism for why they're not real. Like, are you gonna deny that there's a difference between them? Like, Devil, let's start from okay. Let's have a base. Let's have a middle ground between this. Like, you're looking at the scans that I posted. Are you going to deny that there's a difference between the distance? There's a difference in programming. Are you gonna deny that? Are you gonna deny math? W, focus on the scans and show them in that moment of the recording. Yeah. Are you going to deny? Are you going to deny that there's a difference? There is a programming difference between them.
Could also depend on PC settings as well, because your scan for the 1.2 centimeters is a little off. Like your country is very blurry.
The cameras are very blurry. It does not matter. I can show you the scan in the game.
You can show me the scan in the game.
Yes.
Via the YouTube videos that you've sent in, correct? The guy that lost his account?
Yeah.
Okay, and again, he didn't do any challenge runs, and his build
I'm not trying, bro. I
Hold
am
on.
not
It
trying
still
to
doesn't
justify that.
have. The game did not update to the mission 18, which these scans that I have sent you are after the game has had its mission 18 update.
Bro, oh my god. And I'm arguing they are the same game modes, or that the guy finished the game modes at all. I am
No,
arguing that the
with you that
scans
the
that you're trying to
update-
argue for have a clear difference in format and how they're programmed, bro. I want you to justify that.
updates happen.
Updates happen. Did an update happen?
Yes.
And if it did, and if an update happened, prove the update changed the programming. Prove it. Where is it stated?
Would be stated
Where
on
is
the
it stated?
ability.
Where is it stated that the way? Where is it stated that the way that the loading screen looks is changed by the update? Where is that stated? I want you to get me that statement. Otherwise, it's another appeal to possibility. You're just saying like, oh, updates happen. It could have changed. No, I want you to prove it changed. Otherwise, it's just another appeal to possibility. Like terrible, terrible argumentation, bro.
That's the global. Any of the Chinese.
And what is that supposed to show me?
I am right now grabbing all the different builds. And
What are
where-
you trying to? What are you trying? Okay. Do you know what I'm asking you to prove?
Yeah.
Can you
And
can you repeat it to
what
me,
I'm-
please? Can you repeat it to me, please?
You asked for the update that a font size would change.
Yeah. Not even the font size. Like the update that the entire scan altogether and its programming is going to change because the scan itself it just changed completely. Like the distance between like the art and the text are completely different too. It's not even the font size. Like I want you to prove all of that is going to change.
And it can also change via your blue stacks as well.
Oh,
And the way the game and cropping it. Yeah.
Huh?
So basically, with Red Reaper having the same exact build that these scans come from, and that the user that has been sending these scans as well, Reaper scans appear cut off almost where there's not a loading bar at the bottom, and they don't show as much as your scans or Gallons has shown in the loading option. So I'm saying that there could be a difference between those, which obviously seems to be a difference.
There could be another appeal to possibility. Prove there is.
Stating it showcases a difference between the loading screens.
I know it does. That's my argument for saying that they're fishy, that they could be fake. I want you to prove that this is justified within the game. That they're saying like, oh yeah, this is gonna happen with this update. Otherwise, their scans are just blatantly different, and they can use that to say that they're fake. You don't understand that? That is your claim. I wrote it down for you. That's what I want you to prove. My claim is just like the scans, like between the wanky ones and the scans that I found within the game, there's a clear programming difference. Unless you can justify that difference with actual information within the game or by the directors, whatever, there were like somebody like believable, somebody like completely outside of your contacts, something like that. Unless you can verify via their word or something like that, that the reason why the scans change completely is because of what?
So I'm
Yeah,
showcasing the difference between Reaper's live stream versus the scan that you sent in. Do you see a difference?
I do see a difference.
Okay, so his build, and no, not only his build, but his BlueStacks variant is running it where it's closer than yours.
Mhm.
This would be one difference between either a build or the BlueStacks streaming service in general.
Or is just another edit image
It's
Right.
not. It's a fucking live stream.
from a
Do you want
live
me to
stream.
grab?
Which
Yes,
one?
this is from a
Which
live
one of
stream.
them? Which one of them is from a live stream? Live stream.
The one up top, the one I sent first, is from Red Reaper's live stream. The one that you sent me is from.
Have you seen the live stream?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, that is not enough evidence. Other way, that also could be edited.
It's not edited. How is a live stream
Prove it's
edited?
not. Prove it's not. Prove it's not.
You say I have circular reasoning. Are you fucking kidding me?
Yes, that is secularism. Saying that they're real because they're real. You asked me to prove the negation to your claim.
I mentioned two different things. One from your source and one from a live stream of the game being ran in real time.
Bro, you don't think videos can be edited too, bro?
So that logic falls to yours as well. The scan that you grabbed is from a video that you sent in and that you have sourced. To me, that your video is not.
Yeah, but my claim is not that either of them is real, because I'm just pointing out the difference between them. To point out
As
that
they have just done.
there's a clear inconsistency between the scans. Therefore, unless you can justify this inconsistency, then one of them is fake.
One of them isn't fake. We would have to have gone through the challenge runs ourselves to verify that one is fake.
No,
Or that
we can definitely verify that one is fake because one doesn't match the other.
One not matching the other doesn't mean that they're fake.
One doesn't match. One not matching the other literally means that the game has different programming, or that data, or that the loading screens have different programming, which you haven't been able to justify. If you cannot justify them having a different screen by some evidence within some word of God or something, saying like, oh yeah, the screens are gonna change or some shit like that, then I just don't care. You cannot prove either of them being real. Like,
So
you using scans to prove that scans are real, when like we're questioning like the validity of the scans in the first place, is circular reasoning. You don't realize that?
So using a scan that you don't think is real or anything like that to verify another one doesn't contradict in your mind?
What? Repeat that.
Okay. So your 1.2 centimeter thing that you claim that you're stating it's not, that you don't think it's real or fake, to go up against another scan that you again don't know is real or fake.
By the way, these two scans are completely different. They don't even have the same text. So I'm going to dismiss this point entirely.
Scans don't have to have the same text.
Yeah, I don't. That just proves that they're different scans, bro. Unless you can source them, bro. Unless you can actually source them, like, I do not care, because these scans are literally not the same scan. If they're not the same scan, then they don't have to share the same characteristics. So I don't care.
Isn't on his, like, the loading from the bar is not there, and that his loading system seems to be zoomed in.
Mm-hmm.
How am I going to edit a fucking live stream? How is he going to edit a live stream that's being run?
You believe you cannot edit videos, bro? You can't do that.
You can edit a video. You can't edit a live stream.
You can edit a video and post it on the live stream and just pretend it is you playing live. What?
No.
You can't?
No. You would see it being dragged up. You would see the person do it.
Oh my god. Shit. So you're saying, so you saw the top one.
So what you want is for someone who goes through the game to be showcasing their hands while running the game, as well as the screen, correct?
Even that could be fake, so no. I don't think there's sufficient evidence, no.
How is that supposed to be faked?
You can put it like you can put it like this. I can edit an entire clip, completely edited by me, of posting the fake scans in some fractions of gameplay specifically, and make it so that they're real, and like just run the video as I pretend I'm playing the game. Like,
Because what I just sent you, based on these two different loading screens, is there's a difference between the downloads. The difference between even the PC or the game options themselves.
they both, bro. That
Same
does
game,
not
the other one
prove that the difference like is discarded. Like the difference between them is literally still there. And also, these two scans are not even the same one. Like they're not even the same.
same text. Doesn't have to be the same exact fucking scan, dude. It's showing a loading screen. So is the other one. One is showing it more zoomed in. The other one isn't. The other one is the top one is taken from a live stream of Reaper live streaming the game, loading up the game and live streaming it that way.
So one of this is fake.
It's not fake.
Okay, prove it's not. You keep making the claim that it's not fake, but you're showing me scans to prove that they're not fake when we're questioning the validity of the scans in the first place. That's still circular. Prove they're not fake.
Oh my god. The only way
Oh my god.
either of us to like prove quotation marks that it's not fake or to dismiss it as fake means we have to have reasoning to believe it's fake.
Yes.
Based on both of these scans and both of them being completely fucking valid, it showcases there is
you haven't proven that. You haven't proved that. You cannot go over that. You cannot go on that assertion yet because you haven't proven that yet. Nope. Don't do that. You're already going circular again.
I could state that your source is fake. Correct?
You said my source is fake. That's still that wouldn't matter.
How would that not matter?
Because that would prove my point that there are scans out there that are fake in the first place. Wow. Isn't that crazy? If you admit, listen, if you admit or you try to assert that my scans are the one. No. Let me finish. I want to explain to you. No. Listen. I want to explain to you. So if you, my entire.
I already get your point. Your entire
stop talking. Stop talking.
When they're not.
Stop talking.
We have no proof of that.
My fucking God. Stop talking. Listen,
right here.
My whole point with this is that there's a difference between the scans. The way they're formatted, the way they're programmed into the game, there's clearly a difference between them. Then you put in the wanky scans with the other ones side by side. It's already very telling that they're not programmed the same way. So my whole point is that there are fake scans altogether. That there are scans that are being faked. Okay.
There are
and you saying that my scans could be the fake ones would actually be supporting my point, because all I'm saying is that the scans are fake, or that could be fake scans. That's my entire point. So you saying my scans could be the fake ones actually feed into my point. You don't understand?
An issue. What this represents, the two things I have sent in, is that there is a difference between Reaper's live stream and the scan that you have provided, being that his is more zoomed in. Thus, this could be an options problem. And I'll go in and grab that real quick as well.
You're not understanding what I'm saying, bro.
I am understanding what you're saying. I just don't agree with it. I think it's bullshit. It's a bullshit claim.
You think it's bullshit. You think it's bullshit because you cannot prove the scans are real. Yeah, it's so surprising, right? Right.
You can't.
I cannot prove my claim. Therefore, the claim of my opponent is bullshit. That's okay.
Okay. Edited either because they're not.
You can keep doing that. That's okay.
Hold on. Real quick, prove to me that the BlueStacks videos that I have just provided are fake. That they have been fake. They have been tampered with.
They have it tampered in. They have it tampered with. You are the one making the claim that they're real.
Prove.
So no. You are making a mistake on how assertions are. You're making a mistake on how the burden of proof even works. Like you were the one who brought those as evidence to say that they're real. So the burden of proof to say that they're real is actually on you. You understand that?
This is from the Billy build of the game.
Okay, you can keep making more claims until you can actually show me evidence that it is the case, or that it is actually, or that the scans are actually changed like that. I don't have reason to believe it. You don't understand that? You don't understand how basic burden of proof works? Bro, like, why do you keep going to the same point as if they didn't already accept it, that there's like multiple versions of the game?
This is where my scans come from. Is the Billy Billy build of the game. Okay.
Yes. Okay. Fine.
You're using a mission statement, which I've just showcased to you that there is a clear difference between PC optimizations on both of the scans. One scan may be being done by mobile, while the other one is done by laptop PC or whatnot. There is a difference between the way that it is cropped, etc., and that's done by a live stream.
Mm-hmm.
The other one you've sent me is done by a video. This is what I'm arguing with you on. You're assuming that one is fake when the issue isn't that one is fake, one is real. They're both real. The problem is, and what we're seeing is a difference in optimization, not a difference in, oh, one is edited, one is this. It's not.
Prove that.
Both are done by video.
Both are what?
The video that you sent. So the two scans in question above. One's done by a live stream, the other one's done by video.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we could actually have Reaper real quick live stream. Would that be good for you?
Reaper live stream those scans?
Yeah, he live streamed the game. The top one that I sent in, where it doesn't show the loading screen or the loading bar at the bottom, and his scan appears to be.
No, I don't want him to. I don't want him to. I don't want him to do it.
Why?
Can you get somebody else? Get somebody else.
What? Why can't Reaper live stream the game and showcase him booting up the game? Why is that an issue?
Because I don't trust you. I get somebody else.
He's the only one I know that has access to the game, and I got a hold of him via another server. That's it.
That is him.
It's by your logic, it wouldn't matter if Reaper had. If I could grab anyone else, they'd be automatically be associated with me. Can you grab anyone?
No. I want you to grab somebody you don't like regularly talk to, or you have access to like regularly. Somebody you don't like spawn like random conversations with, like, because Reaper's literally in the same fucking Reaper's literally in the same in the same server with us. Like, you cannot tell me he's not even close enough to even be a part of this conversation. He's a part of the conversation the moment he entered the fucking like server. Grab somebody else.
The only reason he's in the server is for the POC stuff. That's it.
Mm-hmm, yeah, sure. I don't trust him. I don't trust him. Get somebody else. Get somebody else. He also has been like, this is of the debate, but sorry, this is outside of the debate discussion. But he also has been shown to lie to us, like in discussions, like in the past as well. So I don't trust him now.
And what did he lie about?
We're having a discussion. He just negated saying things that he blatantly said before, and everybody in the chat room could verify that he said those things. Yeah. It doesn't matter what type of lie it is. Like, I already don't trust him in the first place because he's shown to be consistently to lie to us. So I don't care.
Dude,
I don't care. I don't care for what he shows. I don't care for him. Get somebody else.
You are also shown to lie. You have lied. Have you lied before? To me, to Zim, to Mangler, or to Kyle?
Oh my fucking god! You're gonna make this dumb argument that everybody lies, therefore we cannot trust anybody. You're trying to make that trying to make it look like I make that claim or something.
I'm asking you.
Do I ever lie?
No. Have you lied to me, to Zim, or whatnot? The answer to that would be yes. Do we still trust you? Am I still holding this conversation?
When have I lied? When have I lied? When have I lied? Because listen, there's a big difference between saying something I believe it is true at the time because I'm misinformed, and saying something that I blatantly know is a lie and still like feed you misinformation just because I don't want to get caught or some shit. There's a big difference. Where have I lied? Because now you're calling me a liar.
Saying that the scans are faked when you have no proof of them is right here, language test.
So you cannot prove I'm a liar, right? Yeah, what is this?
This is
Red
Reaper's
Reaper.
one.
This is a stream from the guy I fucking don't trust. I don't care. I do not care. You
Can you
understand?
prove that
Whatever comes from him, the evidence that you
that's-
drag from him, I do not care. I don't trust him. Get somebody else.
Then what is the point in having this discussion then? If anyone I grab, you're not going to like.
I did not.
'Cause
I
I-
already told you. I already told you what was the difference between a guy I blatantly don't trust because he has been shown to lie to me, like in my fucking face. Okay, in my fucking face, he has been shown to lie to me. Second, I just don't trust him because he's like been shown to be in like the same server with you guys. He's close enough. I want somebody that is not even like so casual with you guys. Get somebody else. I gave my reasons. I'm not saying that anybody who you talk with is potentially a liar. I'm just saying that he is very well potentially a liar, and I have reasons to believe so. And also, him being in this conversation in the same group chat at all already puts him like a position where I feel like as though he's more like affiliated with you guys than he should be. So get somebody else. I don't trust him. I gave my reasons why I don't trust him specifically. Get somebody else.
I don't understand what the issue with Red Reaper would be, in all honesty.
Yeah, sure.
Or
this video you just posted, by the way. This video you just posted, by the way. What do you want me to look at specifically here?
So, the loading screen from there, I don't know if I don't think there is one in that one. That one just him showing off the settings of the game.
Yeah, he's showing off the settings of the game. Okay.
Yeah.
Can you give me his timestamp, please?
Yep. One moment.
Give me a timestamp. Also, I think we can move on for this the scan differences point. I think I already made my point with that one. I'm gonna move to something else because I have another point for that yet. In like the difference, like the way they're formatted and how they look is only one of my points. I want to go to another one. So, where exactly you want me to go in this video, so we can like finish this point, then go to the next one.
This is where it shows off all of the settings, and notice how even then it looks like it's chopped off a little bit.
Bro, just tell me. Give me the time, bro. Just give me the timestamp. I cannot see it if you don't show me, bro.
I just stated 1 minute 26 seconds.
1 minute 20 seconds. You could have just like typed it, bro. But whatever. 1 minute 20.
We're on a voice call. I can state it, and you still should.
You can't. You could have typed it so I can just have like as reference, like more easily. I can just like mishear you. 1 minute. How many seconds?
1 minute 26. You'll appear something like this.
1 and 26. 1 and 26. Okay. Okay. So, what do you want me to? What am I supposed to look at here?
This shows the settings of the game, and it also showcases, as I stated before, his build appears to be zoomed in or cut a little bit.
Cut a little bit.
Yeah, like, so you see up above where I posted his loading screen versus the one that you sent in, where his build appears to be zoomed in a little bit too much.
Let's see.
Which may be that it's not formatted to run on PC or something of the sort, which would change the way that it's formatted or the way that loading screens appear, as we see above.
You see, it would change. Prove to me it does even.
The proof is right there in the two scans I showed.
Yeah. Okay. They can look a little bit different, but the evidence, the thing we're like discussing, is the loading screens.
Go ahead and measure for me real quick the fonts on those. Go ahead.
Huh?
Go ahead and measure the font sizes on those real quick.
Yes, I already know they're different. I'm not dumb. Okay.
Yes. Okay. So
Okay. That doesn't prove that there's not a fake scan, bro. You
it's
understand?
not a scan. You grabbed one from a
You
video.
can keep making that assertion all you want until you prove that there is not a fake scan. Then I don't care.
Do you want the scans to be fake? Is that what your argument is?
Oh my god. Okay. Now you're just
You
like trying
already
to like
want-
discredit
No,
my
no.
side, saying that I just wanted to be fake, bro. I just asking you for evidence, dude. I'm just asking
I
you for evidence.
provided this to you. This scan above is from your video. The scan below it is from a live stream, which showcases the difference between the loading screens already, where there's a font change.
Yeah, one is from the guy that I don't trust. Like I don't care.
It's a fucking live stream.
I don't give a fuck. You can fake that too. I do not care. I literally don't care. Get a live stream from somebody else showing the same thing. I don't care for what Red Reaper has to say.
All right, let me grab a Billy video real quick.
Grab a video, yeah, grab a Billy video, whatever.
And then I'll have you measure that fucking screen. I would say it would be easier to have your guy do a live stream or whatnot, but since he lost his account,
By the way, the scan from that Reaper looks edited as fuck. Like,
it's not edited.
you can keep saying that as well. I can just keep making the claim that it's edited over and over and over again. It wouldn't change anything, because your claim is that they're not edited and that they're not fake, but you have to prove that because you're using it as evidence.
Prove to me it's edited. You stated it's edited. Prove to me it's edited.
I'm making the claim that it could be. I never said that it was.
Could be, was, I don't give a shit. Not termination.
No, but you should actually give a shit whether or not it is possible or not, because you're claiming that it definitely isn't edited. That is your claim. I need you to prove that claim, because since we have both possibilities that it could be edited or it could not be edited, whichever like side we're taking on, like I already proved why I have enough reason to have my skepticism for why it could or could not be edited, and I don't fucking trust the Red Reaper for this shit. So I just don't trust him. I just view him as a liar. And since you're using his scan as evidence, I want you to prove that he's not edited in the first place. Because you would agree, like the scan on the top, is literally showing the full thing. The other one is literally cropped. The bottom one is literally cropped. There's one part of the deer that you cannot even see. Like, these scans are literally obviously not the same. Like, even if it's like from a different, like one is from a phone, the other is from my computer, like I can maybe somewhat agree that the image would change a little bit, but they're literally cropping or chopping entire content, bro. Like, this is obvious, bro. No, you have to prove that they're not edited. I have all the reasons in the world to believe that they're edited in the first place. So
Your point
I don't believe
coming from this stance that it looks edited, therefore it is edited. You have
I already proved that there's difference between the scans.
Yes,
You are using this.
a visual difference in technology, basically. One's running on a laptop and may or may not have the borders done right, and their screen edge could be off by a little bit.
It could be
Your
a
heads-up
yeah,
display.
yeah. The problem is that listen. The problem is that you keep asserting that it is real and asking me to prove the negation to that when you're the one who has to prove it is real in the first place. You showing me a scan from a guy I don't even trust. I don't even care what the fuck this guy says. Like you showing me that scan asserting, oh look, there's a clear distinction between them, and it is only because he's playing it in a different technology or something. Like it doesn't prove anything because there's still the potential that it is fake. You cannot discard visual evidence and then use visual evidence on top of that to justify your claim. Like that makes no sense. You're saying like my only evidence to say that they're real is visuals. My only evidence, you're claiming that my only evidence that they're fake is visuals, yet you're using visuals to also try to disprove that they're fake. Like, and you're like trying to disregard my my claim just by saying that you're only using visuals when you're also using visuals in the first place. Like it doesn't make sense. You're just contradicting yourself. Yeah, Devil. I cannot hear you. If you're okay, I can hear you now. Like, bro, if I want you to prove that a scan is real in the first place, you cannot just post another scan and say, look, it's real. Because you're already asserting that it is real to begin with, to use it as evidence. It's like so circular. I don't accept any scans from Red Reaper. I just don't trust him. And those scans have the potential of being like edited as well. Because I also pointed out how they're like cutting content and even like and shit like that. Yeah, I just don't have any reason to believe that they're real or any justification for why they're real. They're just asserting that they are and trying to feed that as like valid information to me as if it was already proven real to begin with when it hasn't. Neville, do you have anything else to say? I just wanna leave that point behind, and we can move to a different one.
I am asking someone else who has Pinnacle of Combat, and again, this would be RK, who has about 400 hours in the fucking game.
Yeah, RK. What are you asking him?
To come to VC to do a live stream real quick.
Okay. I want to ask you something also. What version of the game is the what is it? In what version of the game is the Pluto scan, the immeasurable speed thing?
That's from Billy. It's in the challenge.
Yeah, it's in the challenges from Billy. Okay. Do you have any direct source that I could use to actually install that in my phone so I can play it?
Oh, Billy, the build.
Yeah, the build. Can you get it for me?
Yeah. So what you have to do is you'd have to complete the game first. Well, Bloody Pals. Bloody Pals challenge mode, and the screen as well.
Okay, so the challenges. So you cannot do the challenges unless you complete the game first.
Well, you have to complete Bloody Palace and clear out a certain amount of the game before you can do challenges. But yes, all of the skins that I've posted are from another source.
They're not from Red Reaper.
No,
they're not.
I sent you
So you lied to me. That's what you're saying, right?
No, the scans above the videos are not from Red Reaper. I didn't state them from Red Reaper.
Oh, you didn't say that they are from Red Reaper. Okay, fine.
I
This
stated
is on
that
recording. This is on recording as well. So if you said it
that
before,
show-
I'm gonna have it. But whatever.
I stated that the scans below the one that you sent, now loading, or that has the bar loading screen, that one is from Red Reaper. So his looks quote unquote edited to you, even though I would argue that his build just cropped the hell out of that or did something, which is why the font looks off-putting. So it may be a device registry or something like that.
Okay, repeat that again. Sorry.
So the loading screen below is from Red Reaper, the one that you think looks edited, because it doesn't have the bar locate or the bar loading screen, and has it like cropped, zoomed in really bad. Which
He's
would be
similarly that he's also cutting like the deer on the other side, which is like directly just chopping content from the game. Which is even if your phone renders something like differently, you like straight up like deleting content from the game, so it is not even visual. It's like kind of like that's kind of off to put into.
this could be a tech type deal where his build may have downloaded incorrectly, or it could be that his HUD display isn't as open.
Notice how you're just bringing all of these possibilities to try to justify it, but not actually providing any evidence that it is the case. So I just still have reasons to be skeptical. You understand that? Also, I want to point out something else as well. Is that even if one of the scans, even if you play the scan, let's say on a phone, on the other one in a computer, right? And the text is just like different for some reason. It has to render a little closer, or it has to zoom in a little bit more, or something like that.
Someone just confirmed to me that their friend Archie just confirmed he saw the Pluto scan, and one of his friends.
That he saw the Pluto scan. Somebody saying that they saw it. I have seen the scan too. Like I don't care.
No. His friend was playing it in front of him the other day, and he saw it. He's the one that gone through it 400 hours. He's gonna have to. Yeah, he showed him the official reinstall and everything. So yeah, another person can verify that they've seen it.
That they've seen it.
Be played live.
That is not enough for me. I need you to show me. Because I'm still on the point that their scans are like visually programmed differently, anyways.
Yeah, and it doesn't help either that the devs did not consistently update each build. So each build of the game, the Billy seems to be the most for the highest one at the moment, followed by the APK and then the tap. Or you could argue that the tap and the APK are on similar terms, or maybe tap's ahead of APK. But the Billy seems to be the most updated variant of the game. It has more information, more lore information than the other two builds.
Hey, listen. Also, can you prove that by each update provides more lore information? Is that ever stated anywhere?
Each update provides like an event where you'll get scans like this.
Okay. No. I don't need you to show me another scan saying that they will provide this, because that's you still like presupposing. That's still you presupposing that they're real in the first place. I need you to show me evidence that this is true, that they will provide additional lore as they update the game.
Grabbing that.
That's another claim.
Events.
Show me that they will provide additional lore to the game, like for example the loading screens and shit like that, via games. No, not different like game modes, not like different characters added to the game. That's whatever. That's just like programming of the game. I'm talking about lore. Can you like give me a statement? Can you give me like valid statement? Not from people you have like context with or something like that. Give me statements saying that they will get lore. Okay.
stuff that actually goes in depth on a character's moveset or an enemy's moveset when they become available to fight and farm in the game, which is where the Pluto scan comes from. The Pluto scan comes from when he becomes a mega boss in the game, which is, as you can see on the side of the screen.
You can listen. You keep making more and more and more claims as to, oh yeah, this is because this, and that. But until you can verify via a valid statement, I just can't accept it. Because you could just be making more claims that I just feel like that they're playing Chinese phones with you. And they're just like feeding you the information that they want you to tell me or they want you to believe, which I don't believe necessarily because I have already presented the reason for why I believe that the scans can be potentially fake. And also, yeah, basically, I just need you to prove that they get additional lore.
From Pluto's mega boss. This was an event.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Have you seen this?
What does this prove?
This proves that there's more lore being released.
How does it prove that?
Because his original gallery statement doesn't include any of this. When he's absorbed into the Book of Demons, it doesn't state any of this. I'll grab that statement real quick as well, because I know that you'll ask for that one.
Let me see. So show me the difference between statements. Translate.
That's what.
Yeah. Pluto.
Oh, that's a translation of all of it.
Cover of the mass is the source of human decay, time-space imprisonment. Pluto releases a time-space deceleration ball, which forms a time-space deceleration force field when it hits the target, slowing down the movement of the enemy. Okay. Yeah, sure. They can add additional information in the manual search and shit. Can you show me them saying that they're gonna add additional information in the loading screens?
This was taken directly from his mega boss counterpart, which is the footage.
That's fine. That's fine. But can you show me a statement that verifies within the game that they're gonna get additional information for them?
The statement that I grabbed you already shows this, though. That's what I'm.
No. You're just showing me before this is not even a loading screen. Where are you in if the loading screens are real or not? I want you to show me this for the loading screens.
We already see power over time and space.
That's fine. Whatever. You can show me they added extra stuff here, but I need a confirmation that they add extra stuff in the loading screens.
That's already shown in his mega boss fight.
Where is it shown? Where is that shown? How is that shown?
So when you click, did you click on the video I sent for Pluto that showcases the thumbnail for it and everything?
Click on the video. You didn't give me a timestamp. Where do you want me to go?
Hold on 1 second. I'll resend it. It's fine.
Shit.
Is this the 1 minute 23 video? I think it is. So the Pluto video in itself was actually a whole video where we had to break it up into parts because so much of it was sent. I can send you the full thing. It'll be in clips though. Would that be okay?
Send me. Okay, say that again. Sorry.
So the Pluto video, when it was originally sent to me, which was Gallons going through the event, the boss fights, he sent us a large video. Where we actually had to break it up to where it could be uploaded to Discord properly.
Okay.
Yeah.
What does the video show? What does the video show? What you want me to what you want to show with those videos?
So with this video right here, at the first few seconds of it, about 8 seconds in, he goes through and showcases that that these are mega bosses. You have to have materials to fight them, which is where all of these scans, when he goes into it, they pop up. It provides more lore, more clarification on the boss and what their abilities are.
Devil, they can provide more lore here, but can you show me they provided more lore? Can you show me where it says that they will provide more lore in the loading screens?
I cannot grab that.
Not.
This just happened with this update. So this update with the mega bosses is where all of these scans with the challenges come from. So the videos above where it states that ninth dimensional soul, the fallen priest, which is an enemy in the phantom area, I do believe, is why his scan shows up there. Like the I'll go ahead and label it real quick. That way, Doubloon, you can see it.
Okay.
This was like this is why I wanted to have the discussion, because the videos that we see is on YouTube, especially on YouTube, is only them going through the main parts of the game. No one stuck around to go through the events, to go through the challenges, which is where all of these scans are coming from. And with RK stating right there that his friend
Also,
showcased it.
one thing. When did
Sanity.
the challenges on the Alivili version like come out?
Around October of last year, because that's when we got the ninth
October.
dimensional statement. Yeah.
October and last year. And when did the game itself in this rawest form came out? When did it come out?
So are you wanting the beta build?
Yeah. No, not a beta. Just like the game, like is when it first came out, like it first built, the first one.
Be around 3 months before then.
It came out 3 months before the A-Level version. The A-Level version.
Well, all of the builds came out around the same time. It's just they all receive random updates, and Billy seems to be the most fully updated build because it has extra loading screens in it, or actual statements, more statements in it than the other builds have access to. And it's also the official build as well, stated on the screenshot up here, which I'll go ahead and reply to for you. And then we don't have to go looking for it. Oh, there we go.
Okay.
It's the second one.
Yeah, the second one. What does the second one show? The Billy? The Billy?
Building agency certification official count of Devil May Cry Peak of Combat mobile game. It's the official count of the devs and all of that. They're on there. And this is also where you go to download the game.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So, what I asked you was like, did the Billy version came out the same time as the original version?
Yeah, as the EPK and the tap and all that. It did, but the Billy seems to be the most focused on build, especially with all these statements and everything coming out into fruition.
Okay.
And again, it's also the official account as well. So there's that.
So tell me, do you have any confirmations from any statements from the devs or going to these pages or whatever that there are going to be changes, that are going to be additional lore added to the loading screens?
Well, that's what we see with the Billy build.
What do we see? What are you talking about?
So with the Billy build and the events where it showcases more information about the enemy in particular, or the boss as well. Like, there's not just Pluto that they showcased. They showcased Cerberus. They showcased Griffin. They showcased Faye even. Have you seen Faye yet?
Faye?
Yeah.
Who's that?
God of War Faye, Devil May Cry Peak of Combat Faye.
I know, dummy. Yeah, who is that?
Oh, she's a new hybrid.
Can you show me images of her?
Yeah. She was released in Mission 18, I do believe. And how you do this challenge.
She's not new then. She's not new then.
Well, yeah, she came out July 22nd for the event boss. And the key needed to do all of the item needed to do all these challenges.
So show me an image of her.
Will do. I'm showing you the 3, which state her different moveset.
You're saying that she's new though.
No, she came out as a event boss, July.
She came out
Which
as an event boss.
Yeah.
So she was in both versions.
She's in all 3 builds as
Oh.
main story.
Yes.
Billy has her as a event boss as well. It has every boss that you fought as an event boss, basically. They switch out events regularly and super boss events regularly. So you'll see different bosses in there, and it'll provide additional information on their moveset, which Devil May Cry 5 also does, somewhat. This just does it in a more clear, concise way. I don't want to say it dumbs down the lore, makes it easier to swallow, easier to understand, but it does exactly that.
You're claiming that the scans that I'm saying like that are fake come from here.
Yes, they do. They come from the Billy build. Yeah.
Well, I have a problem with that because this goes more into my
It's
next point. So.
Billy build, if it would help.
Huh?
I could probably get in touch with some people and get you with a Billy build if that would help.
Are you gonna get me like? Can you get me like any way where I can get that version of the game, please?
Yeah. So, and unfortunately, this is restricted to China.
Yeah.
At the moment, it is restricted to China, and it does require a lot of verification from them. You have to have a Billy account to play the game, as well as a couple other accounts. And you launch the game through Billy Global, or you download it through there. One of the two. That's why I also wanted to showcase a Red Reaper stream for you, because he plays this build of the game. And the mission statements will be different than event descriptions, because the events were added later on, as you can tell. And challenge runs and challenge missions will be random. Like, it gives you a random loading screen to deal with the lore or an enemy in that area or whatnot each time.
Devil, I'm gonna ask one thing. Is there any confirmation that the tips loading screen gets additional lore?
Through the missions and the playthrough, no. However, the super boss that we see, yes.
Can you get me that info? Can you get me that confirmation?
Yeah, it's in the video that I just sent. I have RK's statement as well, who was in your position.
I want to. Yeah, in the video that you sent, it shows. Send the video again, please.
I'll go ahead and reply to it real quick again. There we go. So, as you can see on the thumbnail, though, it states Super Boss and then has Pluto in the kanji. And you see these items and materials that are off to the side?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
You have to have those materials to fight the boss each time.
Okay. That's fine. That's fine.
And
that is not what I asked you. That is not what I asked for, though.
What are you asking?
I'm asking you for confirmation that the tips and loading screens change or are added with additional information. They get additional information and they change, because those are still things you have failed to verify or failed to justify since the very beginning of the conversation. So I just want you to show me evidence that these things change and get additional information in different builds, not even the bosses, specifically as you're entering the game in the main screen. I'm talking about the tips specifically. Because because the tips is where the wanky statements come from. So I want you information or verification that the tips change. I want that.
That would be from Gallons. That the tips and the super bosses do change, and that the missions as you play through the story mode do not. those are pretty much set.
Yeah, by changing, I mean like additional information is added that is not in other games.
That's where the Mega Boss events come in. Those have
Yeah.
y'all.
Can you, yeah. Can you provide evidence for that, please?
It's in the videos themselves.
Okay. Listen. So I'm talking about the tips. Are you gonna show me? I'm talking about the tips, right?
Yeah.
The loading screens, right?
Yes, I'm stating that the ones that you grabbed from the playthrough that you listed, which only shows the story playthrough, it doesn't show any of the events.
That's fine. That's fine, Devil. Okay. So you're grabbing another video. You're grabbing a video and saying like, look, they change, right?
Yeah, I just had to find. Actually, if you want, you could maybe help with it. Are you? Just copy this right.
Mangler. I ask you a question. So, are you grabbing a video? Are you grabbing another video showing the game tips and saying, look, they change? Are you or are you not doing that?
This is where you can grab the Billy game.
Devil, don't dodge the question.
I'm not dodging it. I'm
Devil,
trying
I'm
to.
asking you. Are you using the images of the game tips to assert that yes, we have verification that they change between builds and we get additional information to the game tips? Are you or are you not doing that?
I am.
You are doing that. Okay.
Yeah,
Fine.
I am grabbing that
So
for
do
you.
you understand? Do you understand that the thing that I am questioning in the first place is those scans being real in the first place, right?
They are real. They're an ability variant.
Yeah, we can go to conclusions. It's fine. So the thing I was saying is that you're like you're just presupposing over and over and over again that they're real without actually proving that they're real. This is the circular part, right?
They just
all you're doing because whenever I tell you like, oh, which you're presupposing they're real, you always like turn back at me and say like, oh, they're real. But the problem is that the discussion itself is about whether or not they are real. So you using the scans themselves as evidence to prove themselves real is circular. So I just want to go to conclusions now. We already done this point. This is way too circular. Let's just finish this part. I have other things
the
to say.
two things that we just sent are build. RK just verified that for me. Hold on. So you remember these two?
Which two? Posted.
I'm grabbing them now. Fucking hell. Where the hell? I gotta go through and grab all of that shit again. Oh, damn it. Alright, I'll just reply to it. Might be easier because my phone is lagging the fuck out. So this is a build difference. Apparently.
Yeah, I agree to that. Apparently.
So this is a build difference.
Mm-hmm. Wait. So let me go. So this is a build difference. That's the scan from Reaper, from Red Reaper again.
Yeah, the top one is from Red. The bottom is the one that you sent me. But yeah, they are. It is a build difference.
So you're using a scan. So you're using a scan from somebody I don't trust to justify them being like a build difference and saying that, oh yeah, there's a difference between.
You don't trust, the evidence is still there.
Yes, and I refuse to accept that evidence because I don't trust. I am skeptical about him. So the only thing I'm asking you to do is get like another stream or somebody else to screenshot or get the same scan or like send a video, not even a video. If you can like get a stream, somebody streaming that I can actually see of them, even then it's kind of like suspicious, but whatever. I'm even willing to accept that. So if you can get a stream of somebody who's not the Red Reaper showing the same thing, then it's fine. Okay. Because Red Reaper, I just have reasons to believe that he is a liar. So I just don't trust anything that comes from him. But as I already said, there's that argument is circular. That argument is circular into itself because you're using scans that I'm doubting, like the validity of, to prove their validity, which is circular argumentation. So I just want to get done with this. Just let's move past this point. I'm already done with this. I'm ready to move to another point, or we can end it here.
I mean, do you want me to go grab another location
Another what?
or another video showcasing the events, showcasing the playthrough? The one that you have, skins that you've seen are all from one.
I want to stream, not a video.
Okay, and my streamer at the moment is going to sleep.
What a shame. Can you get it some other time then? Okay, we can move past this point. Yo, we can move past this point if you want. Can you get it some other time?
Oh, tomorrow though.
Huh? Say that again.
He's available tomorrow.
Is available tomorrow? Okay, just ask him to like do the same thing as Reaper, and can he show me like the build difference between them?
If he live streams and you failed and you for some reason don't want to accept it again because reasons, then what?
Have you? If I don't know why we're going over like this hypothetical. I'm just asking you for that as evidence. I'm telling you that would in this case be enough. So I just want that. Can you get that?
You want me to grab the 3 live streams tomorrow, one from each build? From my live streamer?
I just want you to show the difference, and make sure that the video is not tampered with. That it's just like that he's recording at that exact point. Make sure he's recording from his game, and then he sends the video to you immediately. No tampering, no nothing. And I want you to show me that there is this that there is like a difference similar to the one I pointed out with the 2 scans that I showed with the Pluto scans, which have the same background in all of them. I want you to show me a difference. Okay.
Hold on. You want me to show you a difference between what exactly?
Okay. I want you to show me a difference between builds similar to the one on the Pluto scan that I showed you, measuring the distance between the text and the art, right? I want you to show
that'd be a build. Huh? That's what that is. It's a build difference between the builds. It's so your build is different than the build that I grabbed. That's all that is.
So my problem with that is that you have to prove that. Okay.
The scan already does.
No.
I don't see why that's so hard to grasp.
Listen. Okay. So I'm gonna give you a little analogy. Okay. So let's say that we have 2 breads. We have 2. We have 2 bread makers, right? Both make bread, and they both made some really long French bread. They both make it. They're different. They're from a different company though. They are, but we know they're made different. We don't know how they taste though. So you have a taste of one of no. Let me finish. You have a taste of one of the breads, but then you assert that. What is that?
This is tip statements from the APK build.
Tip statements from the what?
From the APK build, another build different than the Billy build.
And what are you showing me with this? What are you showing me with this?
So you asked that if there was any difference between the builds and them having
I
different
want you
tips.
to prove. I didn't want you to show that there's difference between them. That I didn't want you to show me that there's like visual difference between them because there's always the possibility that it's edited. I want you to show me evidence that the guilds like provide like a difference and also additional lore in the game tips specifically.
You see that though. That's the case.
No. The problem is that they're using a scan that we're already debating whether or not it's real or not to justify it being real. You're understanding how that's circular? You don't understand how they're circular?
No. So hold on. Let me ask you this. This spreadsheet right here that states all this information about the different tip screens and the APK build.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I can't even read it.
Oh, hold on. I'll get you a better picture. Actually, I can also send a Google Doc as well if that would help.
A Google Doc. Okay.
Yes.
You
Done by
can
Arcade.
You can sign that, but this is supposed to. What is this supposed to show again?
This shows the difference between screens from each build. This is from the APK build.
Difference between screen. How can you explain to me? Can you explain to me how does this verifies anything in the game being different?
So what this verifies is that the APK builds, screens, and tips may differ from the Billy build or even the Tap, because all the tips, screens from the APK build are in here from their playthrough, from the story playthrough, not from the challenges or any of the events. It's all from the story.
Okay, where they got this from?
This is from RK.
That's from RK, but how do they get to this? How did they do it? Where is this? What am I
They
looking
played APK build.
Yeah, but what am I looking at? What am I looking at? Where they got this from?
Their own playthrough.
Okay. In their own playthrough, where they got this from?
What, the spreadsheet?
Yeah, that shit that you show me, that you're telling me is evidence for what you're saying. Okay, where they got this from? Huh?
He created this.
He created it? Based on what? Based on what?
His playthrough of the game.
He created it based on his playthrough of the game.
Yes, he compiled all this information.
He compiled all of that information. Okay. I'm gonna read the document, if you don't mind.
Okay.
Oh my god. So
these are tips
based on their version of the game.
Go ahead.
Mm-hmm. What the actual fuck? This is so fucking tiny, bro.
I did make it.
Oh my god. Wait. It's loading. Oh my god. Let me see if I can go faster on my laptop. Okay. I might. Okay.
So if any of these differ from what you've seen in the loading screens for the missions, like the story playthrough, this would be a build difference. If that makes sense.
Okay. So listen. Okay. So all of these are tips in the game, right?
Yeah, they are mission tips for the loading screens that you see through the playthrough of the story, not for bosses or anything like that. Or, my bad, not for story bosses, but for event challenge bosses, like super bosses. For instance, the Pluto, Bay, Cerberus, all that I just showed.
Okay. So they show all of the loadings, right?
Right.
Okay. They show all of the loading screens. Okay.
I mean, it would be much easier to grab all of the data if the YouTuber in question that you've linked still had their account, because we could ask them to go through and do a challenge run real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Or about 3 or 4 times, and you would see different loading screens each time.
So your
more than
point.
likely.
So your point. Okay. So your point with this document is that it's different.
Yes, if any of those tip screens differ from any of the ones that you've seen in the build that you linked above.
Oh, so you're going on under a hypothetical. So are they?
Not under a hypothetical.
It is. If you're saying if.
I haven't seen or translated any of the statements that you linked above, because I did ask you if you would translate these, and you didn't. So
yeah, I don't know if there's a difference now. I don't know.
Okay.
Is there a difference? Is there any statement that is not? No.
So your first tip.
By the way, you were going under a hypothetical because you were saying if it was the case. That is a hypothetical.
Yes, because you didn't translate any of your scans, which is what I asked you to do.
Yeah, it's fine. You're saying if you were already presupposing that there was one to say that this was evidence. If it is not the case, then it's not even evidence, so it doesn't matter. Like you're going under a hypothetical.
Of every build is the same. That's all that would mean.
You're saying what? Say that again.
Okay. So if there's statements from the loading tips that we see throughout the story playthrough, which is what you've linked and tried to use as evidence to refute the claim of a challenge screen.
I did not try to. Oh my fucking god! I did not ever at any point try to refute that there were like different screens for different game modes. I did not say that. All I was trying to point out is that whether or not you could prove that is it true that the formatting, the programming, and the information, and all of the information, and that they get additional information in the loading tip specifically. That's all I was asking for. I never denied that there was like additional game modes. I never said that. Like from the beginning, you're already like misconstruing all of what I'm saying because I never even made that claim.
You grabbed a statement you grabbed the screen from the Billy build, which has it zoomed in, to argue that the font differs from the one that's zoomed out.
That it has it zoomed in? No, I'm arguing.
So
I'm arguing. Even zoomed in and zoomed out, the distance between the text and the art, it's still changing. Even if you zoom in or zoom out, the distance should not even change. It shouldn't.
This is a build difference.
That is what I want you to prove. That is the claim that I want you to prove. That a build is going to have changes like this.
This is already shown in the Billy scan above.
Shown is just you applying circular reasoning as saying these scans are true because they are true. You're just showing me more fake scans to provide or like to justify them being real.
What did you just state? What did you just state?
I'm saying that you're applying. Yeah, I'm saying that you're applying circular reasoning to try to justify these scans being real.
No. After that, you called the scans fake. It's as if you want them to be fake. It's as if you're already arguing.
Okay, if you want to go like that, can you say you want them to be real? Since you always say they're not fake, they are real.
Information and have crossed a lot of it, because the statements that I've grabbed, which are from the Billy build, which Red Reaper has downloaded and has verified with me that his build matches Gallon's build and the icon and all that. He downloaded it from the same source that the Pluto scans come from that you have an issue with are downloaded from. The scans that you've sent me are a build difference, which RK Revolt Hell, who has all 3 builds and has played through all 3 builds, stated it's a build difference. Therefore, that's
I
concrete
don't
information.
care what he states. I don't care what niggas you know state, bro. Just give me an actual confirmation.
The confirmation is within the two screens right up here.
Oh my fucking god.
And in the statement and in the scans that you have used to try to argue that there's a difference, which are the one that's zoomed in on the Pluto and the one that is zoomed out of a different location, which is of a story
I'm telling
scan.
you. Okay. So I'm going to explain to you real quick. So I'm telling you that there's a difference between how the scans are formatted. Therefore, there's
Yes,
a
it's a build.
possibility. Yeah. Okay. So there's a difference between the way they're formatted. They're programmed differently. Therefore, the scans, one of the scans is like completely different and contradictory from the other. Okay.
It's not contradictory.
It is a contradiction. It is a contradiction. It is a contradiction because one is showing something completely different to the other. Like they don't match. They do not match. You're gonna say me that they match. You're gonna say me that they match now.
I'm telling you that you sent in a story playthrough scan in
Bro,
our
I'm asking you, do they match or not?
That's not even an argument.
That is an argument because they're saying, all I'm saying is that there's a contradiction between them. A contradiction just means they're like, nah, because if the claim is that they're the same, the contradiction would be them not being the same. That's all I'm claiming. You don't understand that?
This is a build difference. It is shown as a build difference.
Okay, now I will explain why that is circular reasoning, because we are debating or we're discussing whether or not these scans are real or not, right? And I'm bringing as evidence that there's contradictions between. Okay, stop talking when I'm talking. Okay. So what I'm arguing is that since there are blatant contradictions between them, since we see differences between them, these are contradictions because the scans just don't match each other, right? So this would actually oh my god, why do you have this dumbass habit of fucking talking when I'm talking, dog?
Well, I'm just clarifying for you that it is a build difference. That sources who have played this game have more.
Keep going circular. You keep going circular, and I'm going to explain why that's circular. Now let me finish. Okay, so I am using the fact that the scans contradict each other. They don't match. Like, obviously, I made the measurements and they don't match. I'm using that to say that there's a clear difference in programming. Therefore, since they don't match, I have reasons to believe that one of these scans is fake. Okay? So then, okay, type whatever you want. I'm going to keep talking. So then, what you're telling me is, oh, you're making the claim that it is just a game build difference. Okay?
Yep.
Fine. You make the claim that it's just a game build difference. And then I asked you to prove, okay, why is this a game build difference? Can you give me evidence that the game tips themselves change? Any outside evidence outside of the tips themselves saying me that the tips change? And all you're doing is going back to the tips themselves and pointing out the difference that I used to say that they are like contradictory and that they're different. You're saying like, oh, there is the evidence on the tips themselves. It's obviously a game build. Like, you're not justifying your claim. You're just giving another interpretation to what it could be, why they're different, and saying like, oh, it is true because it is true. Like, this is a different game build because it's a different game build. You're not actually providing any like new information. You're just going circular because you're using the scans that we're like, we're discussing whether or not they're real or not in the first place to justify them being real. You're saying like, yes, they're real. Yeah, it's a different game build because look, they are different. They're obviously a different game build. I need you to show me evidence outside of this. Otherwise, it's circular.
And I want you to go grab the scan from the build that you sent me and from your source that you've used. That is the same as this. I don't care how long it takes you to fucking translate it or anything like that. Yeah.
Don't go to anything else, bro, because you'll still have the burden of proof on that.
Continue this because I'm to the point where I'm ready to break down like quantum physics to your ass. and explain to you that this is a build difference. I'm showcase that this 2 loading screens that we sent, the one from Reaper and the one that you sent, where it's zoomed out, that's a build difference.
You
Now I'm
have
gonna.
not, you have not
This-
proven that outside of like using the scams themselves to prove that interpretation. You're just saying like they are a build difference because they are a build difference. That's
I've
circular,
asked
bro.
someone
That's
that's all
circular. I already dismissed that
all-
argumentation. That's circular.
I haven't dismissed shit. The only thing you state is it's circular, circular, circular. When I've stated before
Because
that I asked
it
someone
is.
who has more knowledge than either you, me, or
I don't
anyone.
care what he says, unless you can official evidence, not your friends out there saying like, oh yeah, sure, this kinds are real. I don't care for that, devil. Show me official evidence saying that the scans are going to the tips are going to change depending on game build. They're going to change how they're formatted, how they look, and they're going to be added extra information to the tips themselves. Show me evidence to that is not going to the tip difference itself. Otherwise, it is circular.
Again, I'm going to grab a loading screen
Can you believe
from
this,
the
bro?
and I want you to grab the same statement from the guy that you have grabbed.
I'm done.
And if
I'm done with you.
Why
We can end the conversation here.
why? Why are we going to end it here?
Because
Is it because
I'm explaining to you how it's circular and how the burden of proof is still on you, but you're just going to something completely different, refusing to actually engage me in any like conventional way. You're just going to a completely different thing.
I'm not. I'm grabbing another loading screen that is from the missions themselves, from the game build that I have seen.
Showing me, listen,
and I want you to grab the same loading screen that states the same information, and then I want you to measure that. Because that comes up different than
show me those last like loading screens if you want, whatever you want to show me. But I'm pretty much done with this. I think we can end it like. But show me whatever you want to show me last. Okay. Are you getting it, Devil?
Yeah, one sec.
Okay.
So I'm trying to get it from Gallons directly. Oh, actually, I already have that one that I could send. I have to go through all my fucking downloads, so. I think this is it. So.
Okay.
Do you have one that states that, or no?
This one for this one specifically.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can go get it.
Oh, that's interesting.
What?
So this would also be another update difference because this was recent footage from Gallons, which means that the tips is actually translated into kanji. So that's another instance that the font does change. That the font did change via an update. This is a new update, basically, or new footage. So yeah.
You just keep asserting like the same thing that they're like, oh, it's updated, whatever, but you're not giving me evidence for what is the case. You just keep appealing to the visuals, which I already used to say that they are different, therefore they could be fake. You're using the same visuals to say, oh, but they could just be a game build change though, and you're saying like, oh, because they're different. Like, you're just still being circular, bro. By the way, where's the scam from? Where's the scam from?
That's from Gallons. That's from a video he sent me. I screenshotted the loading screen.
From a video he sent you? Oh my God.
Yes, his internet connection is not very good. My apologies.
Okay, so all you can provide to me to prove that the scans are real is just videos from your friends, that can potentially be very well edited. Like, that's all you have for me, right?
And then there's this as well. So Red Reaper started playing the game after Gallons did, and his game is also updated as well. So you notice how this would be close to the beginning of Reaper's playthrough. So the kanji for the tip is in kanji. So it's the same thing with Gallons' build at the moment, with the Billy Billy build, meaning that they rechanged it to kanji.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't understand what that's supposed to prove anyway, but
That's an interesting thing I just thought I'd add. I'll see if I can trim the video down, though. That way I can send it in.
by the way, let me show you.
There it is. It's from Evil Adventure.
Let me get another one too. Yeah, let me get that other one too. I want to get scans with the same backgrounds. Right. Okay. Paste. Okay. So I have a problem with both of the scans you sent. So as you may notice, the scans that I sent have the complete screen. Like, there's no like, you don't have to go through a phone to get this. Like, this is like a screenshot from the playthroughs that I watched, and it's the complete screens. But
No
the
difference.
ones that you sent are cut out. Like that, there's information out. The deer on the wall is practically in half. The other one is doing the exact same thing. It's just cutting out parts of the screen, while mine is not cutting out anything.
Yeah, that's a build.
Yeah. You can keep claiming that they're a build different using the visuals, but I already explained why that's circular. We can go to conclusions. This is it. I'm done.
This
I
isn't
already
even.
I already explained how you saying it's a build difference without you actually providing evidence for why it is the case. It's just circular reasoning. We're done here.
Do you want to download Billy Billy real quick and try and
No,
run
I will
it?
download it. Don't matter. We can end this. Yeah, we're done. Yeah, Sam, we're done. I'm done.
So
talking.
if you download it real
Yeah, I'm
quick
done
and you
talking,
go
yeah.
through the first few loading screens, you'd be able to see and confirm that it's the same thing that I sent you on both. But I don't know if you want to live stream that.
Can I leave to confirm? Yeah, sure. You should you can be the only stream. W, we can leave now. You can end the recording now. By the way, actually, W, did you end the recording?
I just ended it.
Shut. I didn't say the catchphrase, but whatever. You can use it. You can use the title is fine. Oh, you're still recording? Okay. I'm gonna say it. Okay. Okay. Damn, they really got caught sleeping by an Indian nigga. That was wild. Anyways, we're done. See you guys later. Anyways, all right.
All right, I'm gonna end that recording.